Yo, what's up everyone? How we all doing today? Welcome back to another video. As you saw in the title, this video is going to be a complete guide to everything you need to know in Souls RNG. This guide is made as of Eon 1.3, so in future updates, stuff might be changed. There might be new gloves, new potions. Maybe in the future, I'll make an updated guide, which will include all the new stuff in future updates. But for now, I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know as of right now. Before we get started, I have a Discord server if you want to join. Link will be in the description. Sometimes I do giveaways on there. Anyways guys, if you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, and let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so if you're completely new to the game, and you don't even have auto roll yet, you're going to want to get that first. So all you need to do is, on the game page, you're going to scroll down to developer, which should say Souls Studio. You're going to click on that, and you're going to go ahead and join the group. And once you do that, you will get auto roll. I also recommend that you go down to servers and you create a private server right here by clicking create private server. Alright, so first guys, we're going to talk about the most important mechanic of this entire game, the thing that this game revolves around, which is the rolling mechanic. So as I'm sure you guys know, every time you roll, you will get an aura, and every aura has a specific chance, ranging from a 1 in 2 chance all the way up to a 1 in 1.2 billion chance, that being the rarest aura in the game, Luminosity. Right next to the roll button, you have the auto roll button and the quick roll button. You can automatically roll without having to click the roll button. So that's going to be one of the most useful things in this entire game. The other button, the quick roll button, is a game pass that lets you roll way faster. So I highly recommend that you get this game pass. It's only going to cost you 100 Robux, so depending on how much you play this game, that is 100% worth buying. So first, over in this part of the map, you will find the Obby Blessing. You will need to go ahead and complete the Obby, and once you do that, you will be awarded with the Obby Blessing, which gives you plus 30% luck for the next 1 minute. The next thing you can find around the map are clovers, which will give you plus 40% luck for the next 4 minutes. The next thing over here is the mountain, which has the cave in it, which will lead to Stella and the place where you can craft potions. On top of the mountain is the Grail of Resonance, and what this does is gives you a buff for every biome item that you give to the Grail. So on screen right now, I'll have every single buff that you can get from the Grail of Resonance, the max luck you can get, the max roll speed you can get, and you can get this from every biome in the game that isn't glitched or dreamscape. Anyways guys, while we're talking about biomes, I'll go ahead and show you every biome in the game. So first we have the windy biome. Now every biome has specific auras in that biome that are easier to roll in that biome. So I'll go ahead and show you guys every aura that you can roll in these specific biomes. So here are the auras and their chances in windy biome. Next we have snow biome. Here are the auras and their chances in snow biome. Next we have rainy biome. Here are the auras and their chances. Next we have hell biome. Here are the auras and their chances in hell biome. Next we have corruption biome. Here are the auras and their chances in corruption biome. Next we have glitched biome, which is the rarest biome in the game. So this biome is a little bit special, where the auras that you can get in this biome, you can only get them in this biome. They don't have any breakthrough chance at all. So the auras that you can get here are Fault, which is 1 in 3,000, Glitch, which is 1 in 12 million, and the rarest aura in the game, Oppression, which is 1 in 220 million. Anyways, next is Starfall biome. Here are the auras and their chances in this biome. Next we have the Null biome. Here are the auras and their chances in the Null biome. Next is the Sandstorm biome. Here are the auras and their chances in Sandstorm biome. Next we have the newest biome in the game, Dreamscape biome, which is also the second rarest biome. This biome is similar to Glitch biome, where it has specific auras in this biome that you can't roll unless you're in this biome or you're in Glitched biome. I'll put those auras and their chances here on screen. This biome is also special because you can find heavenly potions around the map. The next major thing I'm going to teach you guys about is crafting. So what crafting does is you can get gloves, which either go on your right arm or your left arm. And every glove will give you more luck or more speed or other unique effects. So for every right hand glove, you will always get more luck or more roll speed. And most of the time, you will get the two combined. For every left hand glove, it will have a unique effect. Now, aside from gloves, you can also craft two other things, that being auras and items. So right now in the game, there's currently two auras that you can craft, that being Eclipse, which is required in the Eclipse device, and Matrix Steampunk. Now the thing about Matrix Steampunk is this aura takes forever to craft. This aura has been out for about a month and a half, and no one has it yet. Even people that have been auto-crafting this the whole time, no one has this aura. So I honestly think there's no point in even trying to craft this, unless there's nothing else that you're crafting. Now under items, there are currently 4 items in the game, all of which are very useful. So first we have gear basing. So gear basing is a basic crafting item that is used in a lot of gears. So for example, the Luck Glove, the Lunar device, the Solar device, all of those require gear basing, and many more, not just those. Next, the Strange Controller. What this does, so it requires one of every biome item. And what the Strange Controller does is it changes the biome based on the biome's chance. Whereas the Biome Randomizer, which this is going to require 1 aura from every single biome, as well as 4 Strange Controllers, this changes the biome regardless of the chance, except for Glitch biome and Dreamscape. And now the final item, which is the bank. This will require a jackpot gauntlet as well as some other crafting materials. I'll have those on screen right now. So what the bank does is every time you roll either gilded or jackpot, you'll get coins in your bank. And every day you can save up to 200,000 coins. And when the daily quest resets, your bank also resets and you'll get all your money into your inventory. And your bank will reset to 0, and you can get up to 200,000 again. Now right over here at Stella's Sanctuary, once you talk to Stella, you'll get a quest and she'll ask you to go and find Stella's Star. So the way you get this is in the Starfall biome, there's a chance for the Stella's Star to spawn around the map. Just like any other item spawn, so like a lucky potion or speed potion, you'll find it in the same way. So you'll need to get one of these stars, and once you take it back to Stella, she will give you a portal permanently that you can use to go straight to Stella's Sanctuary. So let's talk about potion crafting now. First, the Fortune Potion 1 will give you plus 50% luck for 5 minutes, and it only requires 10 lucky potions. Now the Fortune Potions and lucky potions can be stacked together. So for example, you could use a lucky potion and Fortune 1, you can use a lucky potion and Fortune 2, and a lucky potion and Fortune 3, but you can't stack the Fortune Potions together. So like you can't use Fortune 1, 2, and 3 at the same time, you can only use 1. Next, the Fortune Potion 2 gives you plus 75% luck for also 5 minutes, I think. This requires 25 lucky potions. Next, the Fortune Potion 3 gives you plus 100% luck and requires 50 lucky potions. Next, the Haste Potions work similarly to the Fortune Potions, where you can stack a Speed Potion and Haste Potion together. So first, the Haste Potion 1 gives you plus 20% roll speed and requires 10 Speed Potions. Next, the Haste Potion 2 gives you plus 25% roll speed and requires 25 Speed Potions. Next, the Haste Potion 3 gives you plus 30% roll speed for 5 minutes and requires 50 Speed Potions. Next, the Jewelry Potion gives you plus 120% luck for the next 10 minutes and requires 20 Lucky Potions and a bunch of pretty easy auras to get. Next, the Zombie Potion gives you plus 150% luck for the next 10 minutes. This is also another pretty easy potion to craft. Next is the Rage Potion, which gives you plus 35% roll speed for the next 10 minutes. Another pretty easy potion to craft. And by the way, the Luck Potions, what I mean by that is the Zombie Potion and Jewelry Potion. You can also stack those with normal Luck Potions and Fortune Potions, so you can have 3 potions at the same time. You can also do the same thing with the Rage Potion and Diver Potion. And what I mean by that is you can stack a Speed Potion, Haste Potion, and Rage Potion or Diver Potion. You can also use the Rage Potion or Diver Potion alongside the Jewelry Potion or Zombie Potion, but you can only use one of each type, the Luck Potion and Speed Potion, at the same time, but you can combine them. Next, the Diver Potion gives you plus 40% luck for the next 10 minutes. It says 5 minutes, but it's actually 10 minutes. The developers just made a mistake there. This is also a pretty easy potion to craft. Next is the Potion of the Bound, which gives you plus 50,000 luck for the next 1 roll, which pretty much guarantees you a pretty good aura. So these potions are worth crafting for sure. Next is the Heavenly Potion, which gives you plus 150,000 luck for the next 1 roll. You can actually stack this potion with the Potion of Bound for a total of 200,000 luck. Next is the Godly Potion Zeus version. This gives you plus 200% luck and 30% roll speed for the next 4 hours. The crafting recipe is pretty easy aside from Zeus. Next we have the Godly Potion Poseidon version, which gives you minus 50% luck, but plus 75% roll speed. Again, this is similar to the Zeus potion, which means this recipe is pretty easy aside from the Poseidon. Next is the Godly Potion Hades version, which gives you plus 300% luck, but minus 10% roll speed for the next 4 hours also. Another pretty easy potion to craft aside from the Hades. Next, if you get all 3 potions, you can combine them into the Godlike Potion, which gives you plus 400,000 luck for the next 1 roll. This potion can also be stacked with the Heavenly Potion as well as the Potion of Bound for a total of 600,000 luck for the next 1 roll. Next is the Warp Potion, which sets the roll speed to 1000% for the next 2000 rolls. So basically you just roll super fast for 2000 rolls. This is also another crafting thing where, unless you have nothing else to craft, I would say don't craft this, unless, like I said, there's nothing else for you to craft. And the final thing I want to talk about are merchants. So there are 2 types of merchants in this game. There is the Mari merchant, which is the normal merchant, and there is the Jester merchant, which has a 10% chance of replacing Mari every time a merchant spawns. Now, merchants can randomly spawn between 15 and 45 minutes. So say you join a brand new server, you will have to wait at least 15 minutes for a merchant to spawn. But it can take as long as 45 minutes. But yeah, a merchant can spawn anywhere in between that time frame of 15 minutes or 45 minutes. So when the Mari merchant spawns, you'll see a white beam shoot into the sky, and that is where the merchant spawns. Both merchants, the Mari merchant and Jester merchant, can spawn in several different places around the map. So the Mari merchant will sell you stuff like luck potions, haste potions, fortune potions, all that kind of stuff, as well as void coins and lucky pennies. And those 2 are the most important thing that this merchant sells. So the lucky penny gives you plus 77% luck, but every 10 minutes it will have a 10% chance of disappearing from your inventory. Now the void coin is one of the most important items in the game. So once you get 5 void coins, you can go ahead and buy an oblivion potion, which we'll talk about in just a minute, but each void coin will cost you 500,000 coins. So it's pretty expensive, but once you get 5, it's pretty worth it. So now let's talk about Jester. So when Jester spawns, like I said, there's a 10% chance for Jester to replace Mari. When Jester spawns, there's going to be a purple beam in the sky where he spawned at. So Jester sells stuff like the Oblivion Potion, Heavenly Potions, Runes, and Strange Potions. So like I said with the Oblivion Potion, the way you buy that is with 5 Void Coins, and you get the Void Coins from Mari, like I said earlier. Now the rest of the items that he sells, you can't buy them with coins. So the way you get them is when you talk to him, there's going to be an option to exchange. So when you do that, you can exchange biome items from every biome to Jester for points. And using these points, you can buy stuff from Jester. Alright guys, so the final thing I'm going to be talking about is the progression in this game. So we're going to start off with early game. So as soon as you load it into the game, the first thing that you want to craft is the luck glove. So to craft this, you're obviously going to need the gear basing. So yeah, you're going to go for the luck glove first. After this, your next goal is the eclipse device, and to craft this, you're going to need both the lunar device and the solar device, as well as the eclipse aura. So for the next device you're going to use, it's either going to be the lunar device or solar device, whichever one you get first, but then after you get the two, you're going to move on to eclipse device. Now, after you get Eclipse device, I recommend that you skip Jackpot Gauntlet and you skip to either Exo Gauntlet or Windstorm device. Whichever one you're able to craft first is the one that you want to go for. So after you get either the Exo Gauntlet or Windstorm device, you don't need to craft the other one. So the next glove you're going to craft after either of those two is, in my opinion, the Jackpot Gauntlet. So this one is fairly easy to craft. It might just take you a while. You're going to need gear basing again, but the main thing that's going to take a little bit is the gildeds and jackpots. Those may take a little bit. Now the next thing after the Jackpot Gauntlet is going to be the Sub-Zero device. I already have it crafted, so I can't show you guys the crafting recipe, but that is the next thing you're going to want to craft. After you get the Sub-Zero device, you're going to want to craft the Galactic device. You're going to need the Eclipse device for this and some other stuff, as well as Galaxy, which is a 1 in 5 million chance. Now, after you get the Galactic device, I recommend you get the Gravitational device. This is actually something you should have been saving auras for, and what I mean by this is every time you get a bounded, you should put it into a Gravitational device. Every time you get Exotic, unless you're crafting Exo Gauntlet, you should put it towards the Gravitational device until you get this device. Now, after you get this device, you're going to move on to the Volcanic device. This one you will need the Windstorm device, so if you didn't craft that, you're going to need to go back and craft that now. And for the rest of the stuff, it's pretty easy. The only thing you might not have is a Hades, so that might take a while, but besides that, pretty easy. And now, in my opinion, after you finish this gauntlet, you are officially in the mid-game. So after you've crafted the Volcanic device, you will go to the Hologrammer. This device might take you a little bit to craft, but trust me, it's worth it. Now, after the Hologrammer, you have one of two decisions. Either you can jump all the way to the Star Shaper, or you can jump all the way to the Neuralizer. I don't recommend getting the Ragnarocker because that's going to take you a pretty long time, and Star Shaper and Neuralizer are going to take a pretty long time too, so it's better to either go for one of these two. I personally recommend that you go for Star Shaper, just because the luck increase from 400% to 700%, you're really going to need that if you want to craft Neuralizer. It's going to make a huge difference, so I highly recommend that you go for Star Shaper. And then right after you get Star Shaper, you're going to go back to Dark Shader right here. This one's also going to take you probably around a whole week to craft, but it is very worth it. This is, unless you have the Pull Light Core device, if you have that, that is the best left-hand gauntlet, but if you don't have that, Dark Shader is the second best option for sure. And then obviously, after you do this, you're going to go ahead and craft the Neuralizer. I'm even still crafting this right now. This takes a really long time to craft, but it's currently the best gauntlet in the game, so this is obviously what you're going to want to craft. And after you craft this final gauntlet, or whatever the best gauntlet currently is, after you craft that, you are officially in the end game. So once you're in end game, what do you want to do? So in end game, you want to be crafting heavenly potions, godly potions, potion of bounds, all of those potions, because what you're going to be doing in endgame is 1, farming up potions, and 2, you're probably going to want to be hunting or sniping glitch biomes. You're also going to be looking for merchants constantly, whether it is Mari or Jester for Oblivion potions. And finally, you're going to be doing everything you can to prepare for whatever the next update is going to be. So that's going to be saving up a bunch of lucky potions, saving up a bunch of heavenly potions, godly potions, all of that stuff. You're going to be preparing for next update. All that stuff is what you're going to be doing in endgame. And anyways, guys, that's going to go ahead and bring us to the end of the video. I know there's a lot of stuff I didn't talk about, and that's intentional, because this video was meant to touch on the major things that you need to know about this game. There's obviously some smaller things I didn't talk about, maybe like runes or the Transcendent Potion or even achievements, just because I think that those are pretty self-explanatory. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be appreciated. Make sure to join the Discord if you want to. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.